Time to drop.
Welcome back to the Hennisphere, everyone. Today is day 3 of the Ohio / maybe Illinois trip. There's 2 things to note though. One, yes, my face is very red. Someone forgot to put on sunscreen yesterday. The first 2 nights of this trip didn't go as planned, so I'm not going to Six Flags Great America. Kennywood, that's where I wanted to go. And guess what? They're closed for a private event. I want to get to 100 credits, so that might be happening today. We are going to Waldameer in Pennsylvania. That's a 2.5 hour drive for me. Much better than 5.5. We're gonna start this on the channel. Got the Taco 12 pack and the Baja Blast. Coaster watch. Went through 19 new credits so far on this trip. Off to Waldameer. Made it to Waldameer and Waterworld in Erie, Pennsylvania. Really cute, small park. You can see Steel Dragon over there, not to be confused with Steel Dragon 2000. That's more like Steel Dragon 70 or 80. Parking is free, which I love, and the lot is pretty small, so it's like over half full right now. It's probably 70% full. And here they use they call it like a Wally card, or Wally points. So you pre-charge credits on your card and then use them on the different rides and games. Inside the park now, I got my Wally card. I got 25 points. This is the new ride for 2019, Chaos. They're testing the lights right now. Maintenance is working on it. Over here, we have Comet. Have not seen it run yet. I'm assuming it is though. This will be my first ride. Got a really nice gondola system or skyway here. It's real slow, but if you look further down, there's Ravine Flyer II. It's stuck on the lift. Uh-oh.
I can defend them. I can't like defend them out. Okay, so like I have to call out a sock.
I mean,
because I'm that kind of person.
Alright, so I got 2 credits so far. Comet and Steel Dragon. Comet is a really, really small, old wooden coaster. I believe it was built in 1951. And it's comparable to like Woodstock Express at Kings Island. This one's even smaller than that. So not a very thrilling ride, but it has the old school restraints. And I really dig those. There's no seatbelt. The only thing is the coaster cars are pretty small, so my knees don't fit very well. Steel Dragon, a spinning coaster. It has the same area as like a Wild Mouse, but it's certainly not a Wild Mouse. Has some really cool like wave turns and stuff. And I enjoyed that a lot. Better than a normal Wild Mouse. Time to ride my 99th coaster. So, just did Ravine Flyer twice, and you know what? It really does live up to everyone's expectations. It has that sign out front that says all of the stats, shows a picture of the layout, basically tells you, hey, this ride's a big deal, and it was a big investment for this park, and they hit a home run. It's better than Mystic Timbers. That's my opinion. Mystic Timbers is probably a bit smoother and has some tighter turns, but this thing is a terrain coaster, goes over a highway, but this ride has so many tunnels and so much floater airtime, which you can get a little bit of that as well as ejector airtime on Mystic Timbers. But on this ride, there's just so many moments where you're up out of your seat over long cresting hills, rolling hills of floater airtime. And Mystic Timbers it's not as crazy as this ride. The thing that separates this ride the most, though, is that on that initial ascent on the lift hill, you get a beautiful view of Lake Erie. I mean, it's just right in front of you, and it's to your left. And the water goes on forever. And the crazy thing is that there's only a couple rides here in the park where you can actually see that. And that was the first and only ride I went on today where I got that view. And I was so shocked because I didn't realize this place was so close to the water. So just that, the tunnels, and the airtime, I think that it's better than Mystic Timbers. That's a wrap from Waldameer. Really nice, quiet theme park, although there's a lot of people screaming right now. But you can spend all day here if you wanted to. It's not too crowded. Today's a Sunday. And their food selection here is really good. On their website, it says 16 or 17 kiosks where you can get food, and there's not really a line for any of them, unlike yesterday at Cedar Point, but that's because it was a Saturday. But they really have a lot of rides here. On their website, they say they have over 100 attractions, and I know that's including all the slides at the water park. But in here, I mean, I think I can count like 40 or 50 small flat rides, and then they have 4 coasters. So I did 3 of the coasters today. I now have 99 credits, and Ravine Flyer II is up there as my favorite wooden coasters I've ever ridden. Mystic Timbers falls right behind it. That ranking is coming soon, but now it's time to head over 2.5 hours to Cedar Point.